Hi guys, so a lot of the families that we've been talking to have been asking for a schedule for their day to keep them a little bit more organized. And so we thought collaboratively that we would make a schedule for the families or tentative schedules that you can use and move around as you see fit. And then we also thought that we would put together visuals to go with the schedules because that will help our students to better understand their day as well. Visual schedules are actually an evidence-based practice for students with complex communication issues. And so it will help them to structure their day and also to know what's coming next. I know I always like to know what's coming next. I write schedules for myself all of the time. And so our students, just like us, want to know what's coming next too. So we put together some icons that you guys can use. Elizabeth has put together some icons through one program, and then I've done some through a different program. And it's just based off of preference. You can mix and match them and use them however you'd like. So if you look here, I kind of put together a visual schedule, a sample of what you guys can use. You're gonna be able to print them out on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and then you'll need to cut them out. Obviously, if you have a laminator, that's great. You can laminate them. That way they'll last a little bit longer. If you have Velcro, that's awesome too. If not, we have what I did with these ones to show you what you can do with the items that you have at home. You just need scissors, a printer, paper, some Scotch tape. And if you have blue painter's tape, that would work really well too. I did my visual schedule example for you guys just on a blank wall. It's best if you can keep your visual schedule in one specific place that your child knows is where their schedule will be. So you can do it on a blank wall, you can do it on the refrigerator. You could even, I have like these storage bins. You can use one of the lids for the storage, from the storage bin, anything that you'll be able to pull the tape off pretty easily. A piece of cardboard even. So anyways, I did this visual schedule. If you wanted to add a little bit more, you can use the calendar icons that I used. So every day you can come up with them and change the day. So for here I put Friday, but if you want them to make the decision, it might be best. Some of our students can handle looking at all of the visuals. Some students might need you to pare it down a little bit. So you can ask them like, is today Monday or is today Tuesday? And then they can choose from the ones that you pick. And then once they've chosen it, then you would stick it up at the top. Today is Tuesday, you're right. Then we would do the month. If you want to, you do have a May icon and then an April icon. You can hold up those two if you want them to practice choosing that as well. And then you would put that up. I also am including numbers 1 through 31 for the days of the month. So again, similar to the choosing of the days of the week, you would give them maybe 2 options, or if you think that your student can handle more, you might show 3 options. Is today April 1st or is today April 2nd? And then have them pick the one, you'd stick it up there. And then the year is 2020. And after you put it all together, you could say, that's right, today is Friday, April 17th, 2020. And at the beginning of every day, you want to go through your schedule so that your child knows what's going to happen next. So you would just review it. Obviously, this looks a little bit daunting. There are a lot of options here. I've included the visual schedule that would include things that you would do at home normally. But if you wanted to just pare it down, you don't want to include the home icons, you can take all of those off and just start it with your academic icons, which would start probably with a morning meeting on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. On the other side too, if you wanted to include your home icons, what you could do, especially for the morning routine, you could put those maybe on a smaller sheet of paper on the back or on the back of a binder and keep that maybe in the bathroom so that the student can see, because a lot of things in the morning happen in the bathroom. Okay, we're gonna go to the bathroom first, then you're gonna brush your teeth, you're gonna wash your face, and then we're gonna get dressed and eat. And that might be all on one smaller scale. And then all of the academic stuff might be on the refrigerator or on a blank wall like I have here. Once they've completed something, we're just gonna take these off as though they've already done them. So if you're starting with your academic day, You might be starting with morning meeting. So you would review with your student, okay, here's our schedule for today. First, we're gonna do morning meeting on Zoom. Then we're gonna have a break. After we have a break, we're gonna do some writing. After writing, we'll do a sensory break. Then we're gonna do some math. And after math, we're gonna wash our hands and then eat some lunch. And that way they can go through their whole day with you. So let's say we go to the morning meeting, we've had our morning meeting, it's over. You'd come back to your schedule and you'd say, hey, we just had morning meeting. That's all done. You're gonna take off your morning meeting icon from your schedule and you'll have an all done folder or an all done envelope or an all done Ziploc baggie, whatever you wanna use, an all done little bucket. Whatever it is, it just needs to be consistent. Okay, look, we're all done with morning meeting. We're gonna put it in the all done envelope. And then that way you stick it there, they can start to see that their schedule is getting smaller and smaller. And then once you get to a break, I want you guys to have break options. You'll see that when you see all of the pages, there are a ton of options on here. There's puzzle, play games, watch TV, play on a tablet, go outside to play. And some of your kids maybe likes all of these options, but it might be a little daunting to see 10 different options for them. So instead, you might want to just pare it down. You can tape the ones that you know your child likes to do. Maybe your child likes to listen to music, they like to cut paper, and they like YouTube. For their break option, this is a true break. It needs to be things that they really enjoy doing and that they could probably do pretty independently. So you might pare it down to 3 options. I just tape these onto a blank piece of paper. So you'd say, okay, it's time for break. I want you to tell me, do you want to listen to music? Do you want to cut paper? Or do you want to watch YouTube? They can either point or tell you which one they want. And whatever one it is, that's the one that you're going to do. So if they say, I really want to watch YouTube, okay, they're going to watch YouTube, and I would give them a timer of maybe 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, whatever you think is appropriate. And I'd set that timer in front of them. Okay, we're going to watch YouTube for your break. You have 15 minutes on the timer to watch YouTube, but after we're done with YouTube, we're going to do writing. Okay, let's pretend like that 15 minutes has elapsed. Okay, our break is all done. We're done with YouTube. We're going to put it in the all done folder, and next we're going to do writing. And then so on and so forth. For some of these activities, I might put timers on as well. We're going to do writing for 15 minutes so that way they know there's an ending point. We also included sensory break. Again, we gave a lot of different options, and you might not have all of those options at home. So for example, chewy tubes, a beanbag chair, putty, or quiet time. You might not have a beanbag chair, so obviously that would not be included in your sensory break time. But music, you can just turn on music through your phone. Some of our students, they really like stress balls. If you have a stress ball, you can do that, or maybe even make one if you're able to. Yoga ball, some kids like to sit on the yoga ball or lay down, you can roll the yoga ball on them. But you can definitely reach out to your OT for some more suggestions. But similar to the break, you'd say, okay, it's time for a sensory break. Tell me what do you want to do for your sensory break? And maybe just pare down the options to the things that you have available at home and the things that you know your child likes to do. And then they can make their choice there. And then last but not least, I included a few home icons, things obviously that we don't do at school. So like a bath or a shower. You can include these home items on your visual schedule if you'd like to, but you don't have to. Obviously, there's some options. They can choose if they want to take a shower or a bath, or maybe they only always take a bath, so you wouldn't use the shower icon. I've also included some chores because while we're at home, for all of this time, it might be a good way to start incorporating chores into their schedule. And so I just included a few easy ones. Wiping down the table. Maybe your student can help load the dishwasher. Maybe they can help you sort the laundry. That was one of the activities I sent this last week. Or even just simply cleaning up their toys. Putting it on their schedule holds them accountable and shows them that they're responsible for that. If you want to, you could even just put up the blanket chores icon for them and then give them the power to choose what they want to do. Say you know that the table needs to be wiped down, but the laundry also needs to be sorted. Let them choose. Say, okay, it's chore time. Do you want to sort the laundry or do you want to wipe down the table? And then that makes them feel a little bit more powerful in creating their own schedule. So I think that's it for schedules. If there's any specific icons that you guys think that you need for activities that you do at home every day or every week, please let us know and we can send home specific icons to you guys. And if you have any questions about the visual schedule, please let us know. We hope that this helps. Thanks so much.